Okay, now we will see. I thought the screen is visible to you, to all of you. Imran, screen కనిపిస్తుందా?
Yes, sir.
స్క్రీన్ కనిపిస్తుంది కదా అంటే నీకు?
Yes, sir.
పీపీటీ ప్రెజెంటేషన్ అపియర్ అవుతుందా?
అవుతుంది సార్.
Okay, Imran. Okay, you can mute. Now we can start. Okay, first we can discuss the earlier class points in brief, and then we can switch over to the next part. In the earlier class, we were started the topic titled Orchestration and Synthesis using Analytics Engines. This topic we were started, and even we were seeing the meaning of what is orchestration and what is synthesis. Those things we were discussed. And in addition to that, the things which we are discussed in the earlier class are, nowadays it may be impossible to imagine a live television program without the orchestration technique. So that a highly productive team has replaced what used to be a sportscaster in the early days of the sports coverage. What they did in the early days in the sense in the beginning of the sports coverage, what they did. And after that, even we were seeing, when we consider a sample on typical television production, it involves a number of cameras offering a variety of angles to the players. In this sense, even this point also we were discussed, many cameras are required. Not only cameras, human beings are also. In addition to stock footage, commentators are required, commercial breaks are there. Without the commercial, you don't think it as commercial breaks are necessary. Why these commercial breaks are necessary? In the sense, for earning the money, that is the only way for the people, those who are conducting this particular live sports coverage. So that is required and assisted by a team of people, and even the technical people are required. Okay, and after that, and even whenever they want to anybody launch a new product, they need to think of many aspects, and after that only they can able to launch. Now which aspects they need to think of, all those things were discussed in the earlier class. And so that where product information is disseminated using a variety of media in the sense maybe newspaper or else the dashboards or else digital boards which are appearing in the streets, whatever may be the likewise different varieties of media are there. And even customer some sentiments are also needs to be monitored carefully and shaped to make the launches successful, because they need to know the sentiments of the customer, then only they can launch their products successfully. If they fail to analyze the sentiments of the customer, they can't able to launch perfectly, in the sense successfully. Okay, this point also we were discussed, and even this diagram also we were discussed in the earlier class. As part of it, the roles are, the customer is there, and then in addition to these are the different roles, customer as well as telco, retailer, and even some platform, technical platform, what they are using. And as part of it, how the actions are going on were shown clearly, starting with the point 1 or phase 1, It has started by the retailer, and from 1 it is going to 2, and then it is going even in between. At the time of after reaching 1 and after reaching second one, it is passing the information to telco, and from here this thing is going on here, and the same thing proceed to here, and from here also it is moving, and from here this one. And what is going on there, they are clearly shown. For example, from 4 to 5a, request promo code, and after that here send unique promo code to customer. Who has sent the unique promo code to the customer? Telco people. And so that from here send promo code and details to retailer also. They have to send the promo code to the retailer, because the customer needs to redeem that promo code with the retailer. And from here it is going on here, and from here it is going on to the customer. This information may not be required to the customer, only this is required. Okay, in such a way the things are happening. Okay, those things we are discussed here in the step by step form, what is going on in the first step, and after that what is going on in the second, and then what she did. In the sense here the customer is Lisa. Okay, thus they are specifying in each and every step. Lisa receives a message, Lisa receives a promotion code, and all those things. And after that Lisa uses that promotion code what she received likewise. And after that even these things also were discussed in the earlier class. Okay, now we can switch over to the next aspect. Okay, here this diagram is there. Here you can observe what is going on with much depth. This is showing orchestration driven identity resolution. Orchestration driven identity resolution. As a part of the orchestration driven identity resolution, which entities are there and what is going on between those entities, and transmissions, or which information is transferring from one entity to the other entity. All those details are specified in this diagram. Okay, first we will see in brief, and after that we will see what they are given. Just by seeing this diagram, what we can able to follow, or what we can understood, that we will see first of all. Here you can see the observation space is there. First of all, this is the center, or here the entire work is going on. Even the work may be going on at these entities also, but this is the center. From here the communications may be going on. Okay, as the part of it, first of all, for this info management system is to control this thing. Information management system is to control this and fetch the information. And who has to decide? The info management system has to decide these aspects. Here many things are there. All these things needs to be put together or coordinated by the info management systems. Okay, now from this, what is going on, we will see. Okay, here, first of all, observation space. From the observation space, data finds data. As a part of the observation space, they need to observe this. For what purpose? In the sense, this is the data. They need to find the data based on this particular data. And after that, the information is passing to observation space. Which information? Relevance information. You know very well what is the relevance and all these things. Even in the case of the data warehousing and mining, these relevance related aspects you are studied And even when we see the opposite word for the relevance, irrelevance, in the sense that is not required for us, that is not suitable for us, irrelevant in the sense, relevance in the sense among this particular data which is required, that data will be sent to the observation space. And the data which they were sent may not be 100% suitable, but it is related. And here, even it finds the sensor, the required data finds less than 200 milliseconds. See, not even millisecond, less than 200 milliseconds. Okay, that may be going on in this particular place. Okay, whereas here what is going on when we see from here, the things are transferring to deep reflection. Which one is transferring to deep reflection? Curated data in the sense very interesting data, or that is the major data, or that is the key data, like that. That curated data needs to be sent to deep reflection. Okay. Now, from this deep reflection, this curated data, what they are going to do with this curated data in the sense, they need to discover something. What they are discovering? Pattern discovery. Here, what is the meaning of the pattern? Here, pattern in the sense, for example, when we consider the some retail shop or else some grocery shop, when we consider here pattern of the customers, in the sense how frequently or how when the customers are coming, they can observe. For example, in the first week of every month, they may expect more people to come to their shop, Okay. Now here, why this is happening, or they observed something, whatever may be the reason. The reason is most probably during the first week, the employees may get the salary so that they may go to shop for purchasing their commodities. So that what they need to do, they observed in the beginning of the every month, or in the first week of the month, we can get more customers, so that adequately we need to bring the sufficient quantity of various items. Now, that itself is the pattern. The pattern in the sense every month, first week, they observed, for example, when they formulate some table, January, February, March, April, likewise December, in one side and in another side on the top, across first week, second week, third week, fourth week. Then here, when they were turned up, they can note it down in the respective places. Here, when we see the pattern, in every month, every first week, may arrival rate is high. Likewise, here also that data they will collect from here, who are coming or who are purchasing, or when they are turning up, only that information they will take. And from that, whether they are coming in the first week, second week, third week, or like that, the pattern they will discover and send to the directed attention. So that directed attention in the sense they need to focus on that particular area. Here they were taken all the weeks, and then they discovered some pattern among 4 weeks. Every first week is required. They can send that information only. From this first week, they need to find the new interests, so that the directed attention to the center, new interests are created or generated, and then they can store at this point or at this place. In such a way, the orchestration driven identity resolution is going on. Okay, now we'll see what they are given. Now just we were discussed what is there in this diagram. Now we will see what they were given in support of that. This particular diagram depicts the orchestration model. And as part of the orchestration model, here the observation space and its interactions are in real time. This particular observation space should be going on in the real time, in the sense in the online, not in the offline. The things, all these things should be going on in the real time. As the part of it, IBM's, that is International Business Machines, InfoSphere streams provides capabilities. This International Business Machines InfoSphere streams provides capabilities suited for real-time pattern matching, and interaction for this space. For this, IBM's InfoSphere streams provides capabilities which are suited for real-time pattern matching and even interaction for this particular space. Then the other aspect, that is the observation space. This is the observation space aspect. Okay, then the other part is deep reflection. Even this particular thing also you can observe in the, this is the observation space, this is the deep reflection. I thought you are able to see the cursor on the screen. Let's ask somebody. గీతావాణి ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇక్కడ ఇవి చూపించేటప్పుడు నాది కర్సర్ పాయింటర్ కనిపిస్తుందా? మౌస్ పాయింటర్ అమ్మా?
కనిపిస్తుంది సార్.
సరే సరేలేండి అమ్మా. ఓకే, మీరు మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకే, నౌ దిస్ ఈస్ ది అబ్జర్వేషన్ స్పేస్ వాట్ we were discussed here, and after that this is the deep reflection. Okay, now as a part of the deep reflection, what is going on, you see, the deep reflection requires predictive modeling. The deep reflection requires predictive or unstructured data correlation. Predictive modeling or unstructured data correlation capabilities, and can best be performed using SPSS or big insights. Here SPSS full form is, it is a software or it is one application software. The full form of SPSS is Statistical Package for Social Sciences. In this particular environment, when we see the SPSS environment, it is very much similar to our Excel environment. How the Excel sheet looks like, in the more or less in the same manner, this SPSS software will looks like. Best be performed using SPSS or big insights. Big insights in the sense major things what they were investigated, or what they were identified, or what they were found. Okay. Big insights. And after that, the another aspect is directed attention. See here, directed attention. What is going on in the directed attention? Just we were discussed brief. Now we will see. As part of the directed attention may be provided using a set of conversation tools. Here it is going on using the set of conversation tools like Unica or some other smartphone apps. As part of the smartphone apps, they are given work light. In such a way, work light in the sense, in the simple way we can complete our work. And even as part of the deep reflection, the predictive modeling or unstructured data correlation capabilities, you know very well, correlation, regression, all these things in the probability and statistics. and can best be performed using spaces or big insights. Okay, even the full form of the spaces itself, you can find statistical package for social sciences. Okay, that is the situation. Now after that, then we enter into the next thing. Here only these three entities, this is going to observe. Okay, and after that, even the management reporting and dashboard may be provided using Cognos. This is the management dashboard. They will see this thing and they will control. Okay, as a part of this particular management dashboard, what is going on when we see here, depending on the level of sophistication and the latency, depending on the level of sophistication and latency, there are several components for the box in the middle. You see here, even in the box, many components are there. You see, this is one component and this is another component. This is one, this one, like that. Many components are there. How many components are there in the sense that depends on their work. Okay, here in the middle, what is going on when we see, depending on the level of sophistication and latency, there are several components for the box in the middle, and these components decides on the orchestration focus. These components decides on the orchestration focus. Okay. Uh, Focus as well as directs various components. Even not only focusing on those components, even they are directing the various components. And even the choreographs their participation for a specific cause. The choreographs their participation for a specific cause. For a particular cause, they need to choreograph these things. And as part of it, Lisa to buy something. Okay, even as a part of the assignment made by the Lisa purchased something. How they were purchased, and why they were sent the promo code, how they were recognized that particular customer. All these things they were made using this particular aspect, orchestration driven identity resolution. Okay, that is going on. Okay, now when we see as part of this particular dashboard, what is going on in the sense here, which things are there in the middle. Now when we see here entity resolution, as part of the entity resolution, what is going on when we see, by using a variety of data sources, they need to use variety of data sources. For what purpose? The identity of the customer can be resolved. The identity of the customer can be resolved by IBM's entity analytics. Identity of the customer can be resolved by IBM's entity analytics. Okay, and after that, even during the course of the entity resolution, what is going on? We may use offers and promotion codes. Even they were sent the promo code to the Lisa in our example. Offers and promotion codes. Why they are sending the offers and promo codes? In the sense to encourage customer participation. Why the customer participation is required? If the customer participation is not there, is there any problem? Sure, nothing will be there. Because whenever the customer is there, then only they can sell their items to the customer. If the customer doesn't purchase anything, to whom they can sell? They can't able to sell anything to anybody. Thus, We may use offers and promotion codes for what purpose? To encourage customer participation. For encouraging the customer participation, they require that. And then even these promo codes and all these things resolve identity as well as to obtain permission to make offers. And even the permissions also they need to get. Unnecessarily they may not to give the permissions for the offers and all these things. A simple example, even we were discussed in the earlier classes, just 1 or 2 days back, as part of this Amazon and Flipkart, what they did, they were announced some offers and some days, something like Amazon, the Great India Festival, Flipkart, they were announced or they are named as Big Billion Days. Why they did all those things in the sense, sure, the number of customers who purchased on those days, maybe number may be very high. Their business also comparatively very high when compared to the usual days. Thus, for example, when they won't give such offers and such things, their business may be as usual. There may not be anything. And even most of the customers may be waited since long for those particular offers, since 1 month or like that. Thus, if they want to give anything, they may not to purchase at all. Based on the offer only, they may be purchased. Okay, likewise, entity resolution is going on. And after that, when we see the next aspect, model management. Okay, as part of the model management, what is going on is the SPSS. This particular software is meant for the IBM. Based on that, they were given it as IBM SPSS. IBM SPSS provides collaboration and deployment services. They were provided the collaboration and deployment services. They may be collaborated with some other entities or some other organizations or some other entities, so that this IBM SPSS provides collaboration and deployment services. And these collaboration and deployment services are able to keep track of the performance of a set of models. Whenever the collaboration is there between the models, then only they can perform something to keep track of the performance of a set of models. To keep track of the performance of a set of models. And depending on the criteria, the models can be applied to different parts of the population. Depending on the criteria, the models can be applied to different parts of the population and switched. A simple example is by using the champion or challenger approach. By using the champion or challenger approach, they may do this particular model management. Okay, likewise, the model management work is going on. And similarly, when we see the other aspects, one is command center. In the name itself, you can observe this is the center, and they are going to command the things. They are going to direct the things. Now, what is going on as a part of the command center? As a part of the command center, a product manager will play a role. What the product manager is doing, a product manager may set up a monitoring function to monitor progress for a new product launch or promotional campaign. A product manager may set up a monitoring function to monitor the progress for a new product launch or promotional campaign. And then the monitoring, this monitoring may include product sales, competitive activities, and even social media feedback. All these things are going on. And apart from that, velocity from Vivissimo. Here, Vivissimo is a sort of some type of software or some type of some company name, this one. Okay, velocity from Vivissimo. It is a recent IBM acquisition. Recently, IBM acquired this particular Vivissimo, and it is capable of providing a mechanism for federated access.